Mrs. Evers, we have time for one more question.
Okay, well, can I do, I'll see if I can do, yes, sir.
Thanks for being here
Sure,
today with all of us.
thank you for being here.
New Hampshire's got a real interesting relationship with education. The town to my west just closed down its high school a couple of years ago because
Who did?
Winchester, New
Oh,
Hampshire
did?
couldn't afford to keep its high school running, send those kids up to Keene. The high school in Swansea, where my children would go to, is on probation currently for building and educational reasons. So I guess I'm curious, is there anything in particular about John's approach towards education that you think resonates with New Hampshire folks that you'd want New Hampshire people to know about as we tackle this problem?
Yeah, one of the things that I think will be helpful in terms of a couple of things. One is that it has to do with IDEA and special education money. We're now 17% or something. I think honestly we were at 18% in 2004. The percentage of the federal contribution to special education, which is supposed to be 40% by law, has never been 40%. I'd be lying to you if I said John's going to jump to 40% right away, but he's going to get back on the path of increasing the amount of money every year so that we're on the way to that. That's going to take some of the pressure off of state budgets because in particular, and I really can't tell you why that's so, you all have a not only a significant special education population, but you also have a very vigorous parent groups who are very good about advocating for their children and making certain that these needs are met, which you do want to see. There are a couple of things. One is with respect to that particular issue. There's a model in North Carolina that we have for developmental children with developmental issues. We have actually at the elementary school my children attended, and they go have lunch there now, some with their classmates or children who will be their classmates. We have an elementary school and attached to it a development center, which is a public facility. So it's it's a unified public facility for children with special needs, but it's attached to an elementary school. So that the children of that elementary school are used to having children mainstreamed some of the time, and eventually all of the time as they become more highly functioning. And so those kinds of centers, which would not be located in every community, you would still have some of these driving issues you've got right now, but those kind of centers need to be developed nationwide so that we have that kind of, and that's going to take some of the pressure off. When you have those, instead of having a single student in a school, you're trying to meet the special needs, when you have these integrated, you have better services to them, and then particularly if it's associated with a, for lack of a better word, regular public school, you have these mainstreaming opportunities, so that I think would take some of the financial burden off. John provides for incentive pay for teachers who are willing to teach in underserved areas. These would be areas where there's some economic reasons why they're unable to attract teachers. It might be in areas that are otherwise, might be in remote areas where it's harder to attract teachers. It might be in particular areas of specialties, math and science in particular, for example, where you want to encourage people to come. He also encourages teachers who have experienced and good teachers, to go precisely to these schools where we need them the most. That kind of incentive pay is going to help schools attract and pay skilled teachers to their environments. We need more money. We've really fallen back in terms of the money. In terms of, you mentioned school buildings. That's been one of the federal roles in terms of financing education is participation in school building programs, and John's has long been in favor when he was in the Senate, voted numerous times to make certain that the federal government was participating in school building funding, which has not been happening.